Hello, this short video covers the topic of a budgetary slack. The topic of a budgetary slack is relevant for both Section B, Planning, Budgeting and Forecasting, and Section C, Performance Management. Both of these sections are in Part 1. Here are the questions that are going to be answered in this video. What is the meaning of a budgetary slack? What is the formula to compute the amount of a budgetary slack? Who creates budgetary slack? What is the reason for creation of a budgetary slack? What are the problems associated with budgetary slack? How to avoid or minimize a budgetary slack before budget is approved? And lastly, how to detect budgetary slack after budget is approved. Budgetary slack means deliberately cushioning the budget by showing either higher expenses in the budget than what is expected to be incurred by the budget preparer, or lesser revenues in the budget than what is expected to be generated by the budget preparer. An efficient budget should exclude budgetary slack. Let us look at how budgetary slack is created for expenses and the formula that is used to know the amount of a budgetary slack in case of expenses. Let these be the measurement bars showing level of expenses, and let these be the expenses amounts the manager is expected to actually incur and book. To create a budgetary slack for expenses, the manager sets a higher amount of expenses than actually expected as target and shows them in the budget. The expenses are overstated in the budget. The formula for budgetary slack for expenses is expenses shown in the budget minus expenses the manager is actually expected to incur. Budgetary slack for expenses is said to exist only when this formula result is positive. Let us look at how budgetary slack is created for revenues and the formula that is used to know the amount of a budgetary slack in case of revenues. Let these be the measurement bars showing level of revenues, and let these be the revenue amounts the manager is expected to actually generate and record. To create a budgetary slack for revenues, the manager sets a lower amount of revenues than actually expected as target and shows them in the budget. The revenues are understated in the budget. The formula for budgetary slack for revenue is revenues the manager is actually expected to generate minus amount of revenues shown in the budget. Budgetary slack for revenues is said to exist only when this formula result is positive. There are three levels of management. The categorization into levels is done based on authority to take decisions. At the bottom level of the hierarchy, we have lower level management which takes decisions on operational plans. Operational plans generally spread over to a period of less than 1 year. Then there is middle level management which takes decisions regarding tactical plans. Tactical plans normally spread over to a period up to 5 years. Top management works on strategic plan. These plans are long range plans spanning more than 5 years. Coming to people who create budgetary slack, it is mostly done by lower and middle management people. Occasionally it is done by top management. Below are the reasons why budgetary slack is created. When comparison between budgets and actuals are done due to presence of a budgetary slack, the actual expenses often seems less than budget and actual revenues often seems more than budget. So lower and middle level management staff may deliberately put budgetary slack in the budget. This achieves dual objectives for the lower and middle management. Firstly, the employees who fear being reprimanded for underperformance, budgetary slack acts like a guard. Secondly, budgetary slack shows the employee's performance better than what actually is. So budgetary slack acts as a way to get more incentive and promotion. Normally, there will be many iterations of a budget before it is finalized. This happens due to the negotiation process which middle management people have with top management, especially in case of a participatory type of a budget preparation. In the negotiation process, top management often insists on increasing revenue amounts and decreasing expense amounts budgeted. Budgetary slack acts like a cushion to absorb the increase in revenue or decrease in cost insisted by top management. Every time actual expense to be incurred goes above a budget, there will be a procedure to be followed and multiple authorization levels to be approached for approval. By having budgetary slack, especially for expenses, there is less chance of such procedure and authorization to be followed. Thus, it can be said that budgetary slack builds flexibility into the operations and reduces red tape. This is another reason why budgetary slack may be built into the budget. Top management are accountable to shareholders. A budgetary slack makes the company's actual performance better when compared with budget. So this can be the reason for top management to build budgetary slack into the budget. There are many problems associated with budgetary slack. Some of them are plans go awry. This happens due to two reasons. One, inefficient resource planning. Two, poor coordination of activities. For example, say marketing head puts 10,000 units as a sale units in budget when he is actually expecting sale of 14,000 units. In this case, the treasury in charge will make arrangement to have funds to manufacture and sell 10,000 units. If actual sales go beyond 10,000 units during the year, which is likely since the marketing head is expecting to sell 14,000 units, the entity will not be in a position to meet the demand due to shortage of funds to manufacture. A budget with budgetary slack is often not aligned with organizational overall strategic goals. And when the company's budget targets are easily achievable by its employees, they do not work hard enough. Due to these reasons, company's overall performance gets adversely affected. When budgetary slack is present in budget, it seems as if the employees are performing well when they may not be really performing well. The direct result of above is that performance appraisal of employees takes a hit. Incentives will not be based on true performance. A slack in the budget makes the budget targets easily achievable, and this tends to demotivate employees. Budgetary slacks gives rise to decreased commitment from employees. Since the employees do not work to their full potential and try hard to reach the target set, it results in underutilization of resources potential. Top management will be misled by the true profit potential of the company because of the presence of a budgetary slack results in inaccurate master budget. Building budgetary slack into the budget goes against the spirit of goal congruence. Goal congruence in the context of preparation of a budget means alignment of the goals of a divisional manager to the overall goals of the entity he or she serves. Goal congruence is said to be present where decisions and actions taken by the divisional manager benefits both the divisional manager and the entity. There are many ways to avoid or minimize budgetary slack before a budget is approved. Let's look at some of them here. Introduce activity-based budgeting. Introduction of activity-based budgeting involves critically examining each activity to check the costs involved, time taken, value addition, etc. Introduce zero-based budgeting. Zero-based budgeting is a method of budgeting where all line items amounts must be justified by the manager irrespective of how much was previously approved and how much was the actual result in previous periods. Avoid participative budgeting and encourage consultative budgeting. Consultative budgeting is a combination of participative budgeting and top-down budgeting. Participative budgeting is a bottom-up approach where every employee in the company affected by the budget, including lower-level employee, gets involved in preparation of a budget. This can lead to employees setting easy targets or targets not in compliance with the organization's strategy. Therefore, it is better to have consultative budgeting which combines both bottom-up and top-down approach. Prior period results adjusted in the light of a current internal and external environment often provides good input to know what ideally should be current year's budget numbers. The budget numbers compared with external benchmark adds an extra layer of a precaution while approving the budget. This helps in removal of budgetary slack if any present in the budget. Review of budgets diligently by knowledgeable people at the helm of affairs leads to a tight budget, thereby reducing possibility of a budgetary slack. Train and guide employees to follow ethics. This can also be complemented by rewarding the employees for providing accurate information in the budget and the budget numbers that are very much aligned with long-term plans of the company. Balance scorecard is built using vision and mission of the company. Budgets can be steered by applying the balance scorecard tool. This optimizes resource allocation to meet the entity's ultimate vision. As much as possible, limit the number of managers who contribute to the preparation of the budget. This is because cumulative effect of all budgetary slack built at each level of the hierarchy tend to get high. Bigger the hierarchy of people in an organization who contribute to the preparation of the budget, more the chances of a bigger budgetary slack in the budget. By making clear to all involved in the budget preparation that the company is going to use budget for planning and controlling purpose and not as individual managers' performance measurement tool, entity can reduce or avoid budgetary slack. Employees should also be informed that they will be held accountable only for controllable costs and not for uncontrollable costs that normally result from external factors like economy, technological changes, etc. There is a way to detect budgetary slack after the budget is approved. The method gives an indication of a possibility of a budgetary slack. When the budget is compared with actual results, if one sees a huge favorable variance, it may indicate presence of budgetary slack. Note that a huge favorable variance only gives an indication of a possibility of existence of a budgetary slack and it is not an assurance of it. This short video covered only a part relating to the budgets. If you would like to learn more about the budgets like the type of budgets, the process of budgeting, forecasting techniques, etc., consider joining our complete CMA training program. IMA gives 3 years to a student to complete the course, but with Saral CMA training program, it is possible to complete the course within 6 months. To know more about this, please attend our free CMA course orientation webinar. Alternatively, you may take one-on-one consultation. Thank you for watching this video. Please find below our contact details. If you have already made up your mind to join the program, kindly do so by clicking the below link or visit our website for enrollment. We will see you inside the training program.